Hello everyone, my name is NAJWA HAYATUL UKHROWI, and in this video I'm going to present a journal article related to global Englishes. The article I read is titled "The Reconstruction of Academic Identity Through Language Policy." It is especially a narrative approach, and the writer is by Hadal Al-Khatib. It was published by Taylor and Francis in the years 2020. This article discusses how language policies, especially involving English, affect the academic identity of university lecturers in non-English speaking countries. It shows how the global spread of English influence people's professional life and education systems. I think now let's begin with the introduction part of the article. The first one is in introduction sections. The article begins by explaining that English has become a global language. Many universities around the world are now using English as the main language of instructions. Even in this country where English is not the first language, but the authors, Hadal Al-Khatib, it is explained or focus on how this global use of English affect academic identity. In academic identity, here means how teachers and lecturers see themselves professionally, or how they think, how they teach, and how they interact with others or their students. The purpose of the study is to explore how English policies in Jordanian universities influence the way lecturers see themselves and their roles. It is focused on their personal stories and experience using a narrative approach to get deep insight in that explanation or that article. In the context of global Englishes, this study shows that English is not just a tool for communications. It also changes how people think about their identity in academic settings. The number two is, or the next one point is result or finding sections. The main findings of the article are based on interview with 4 university lecturers in Jordania. One key finding is that the use of English in the university changed the way these lecturers felt about themselves and their careers. Some of them felt more powerful and confident using English, but others felt insecure or excluded. For example or instance, one participant shared that speaking English made them feel more respected, but another participant there have felt they were losing their connection to Arabic and their cultural identity. The study also found that these lectures often had to code switching, which means switching between English and Arabic depending on the situation, because in Jordanian. This created pressure and made them feel like they had to constantly or directly prove their abilities in English language. In relation to global Englishes, this finding shows that English can both help and hurt also. It can open doors for international communication, but it can also create unfair challenges for those who are not native English speakers. The next point is key concept or theories. The article used the concept of language policy, especially in the context of higher educations. It also talks about academic identity, which is how teachers feel their role and position also within the academic world. And another key idea is the narrative approach. This means the researchers the writers use personal stories and interviews to explore deeper meanings and emotion behind the participant experiences. In terms of global English, in this article that I read before, it has helped us understand that English is not just a neutral or simple language. It is also content carries power. It can influence identity, create opportunities, but also lead to feelings of pressure, loss, or inequality. Inequality. By focusing on real life stories, the article gives use a more human and emotional view of what global English look like in daily academic life. So yeah, that's for the finding. And the last one is conclusion sections. I think in the conclusions, the author emphasizes that English language policies have a strong impact on academic identity. So the study suggests that universities and the government should be more careful when the making language policies, because they should think not only about internationalization but also about how these policies affect their teachers' confidence. So sense of belonging and connection to their own cultures. So for future research, the authors recommends studying more people in different university or countries to understand this issue more deeply. So for educators and policymakers, this article shows that using English in education is not just about helping students succeed, but also globally. It is can help about supporting teachers so they don't feel lost or excluded. So to conclude this article, it is, I think, helped me understand more about the connection between or among English and identity, especially in academic settings. So I found this article very insightful because it showed the personal side of using English, how it affects people's feelings and confidence, and also professional life. So if we take a look in the Indonesian context, this is especially relevant because many universities here are also using more English. So it is important to think about it, how this change affect our teachers, not just the students. So I think that's it for the explanation from me. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it gave you some insight into global Englishes and how English continues to shape education and identity in today's world. Thank you once again for your kind attention. Thank you guys.